Hi Trent. How's it feel to be back here at the place where you won the European Cup back in June?
Yeah, obviously holds good memories for us, where a lot of our dreams came true. But for us, we can't focus too much on the past. We've obviously got a job to do tomorrow. Our aim is to hopefully win these type of trophies and keep going in these type of competitions as much as possible. So our next step is obviously trying to get a result tomorrow, and we know it'll be difficult, so that's where our focus is at, and we're not focused on what happened in June, we're focused on what's going to happen tomorrow.
Can I also ask you though about Cafu's comments about you personally, in particular where he said, I think he's one of the best in the world. I can see lots of similarities between him and me when I was playing. I think he has what it takes to become a Ballon d'Or winner.
Yeah, obviously massive praise from a legend of the game, which obviously is something that I'm really thankful for, and obviously I have to give thanks to him for them words. Yeah, obviously I try and be the best player I can be. I think it's obviously a team game, so it's about the players that I have around me, the players I have in training, the manager, the support I have all around me that enables me to be as good as I can be. So that's the focus for me, is taking a game at a time. Accolades may or may not come in the future. It doesn't really faze me as much as maybe it does other players, but for me especially, it's about winning the team trophies.
And just away from this game, obviously we saw the incident in Portugal with Musa Marega where he wanted to leave the pitch due to racist abuse. Obviously his teammates, it appeared, wanted him to stay out there. What do you feel now is the right course of action for players to take when they're subject to that kind of abuse on the pitch?
I wouldn't particularly say that there's a right or wrong method to go about it. I think the main thing is that the person who is abused or the team that is abused sticks together. I think it's about the support network around them. I think it's a whole team thing, and I imagine that the team will have been around them today and last night especially. So I think whatever happens, it's important that the team stays together, and I'm sure if an incident did ever happen like that at Liverpool, I imagine and I'd hope that the team would decide as a team and not as individuals. So we understand that these things do happen in football. They shouldn't. It's unacceptable in many ways, and there should be a punishment for it. But yeah, as a team, you need to make that decision.
Okay, let's go to James in the same row, if that's okay.
Hi Trent, can I just ask you about Joe Gomez? Since he came back into the side, I think he only conceded one goal in the last 11 league games. His partnership with Virgil van Dijk is clearly flourishing. What have you made of the impact he's had since he's come back in? Yeah,
amazing. I think we've seen it even last season. We've seen it since he's came into the club. Obviously he probably struggled with injuries and not played as much as he wanted to. Start of the season probably frustrated that he weren't getting as much minutes as he wanted to, but he's been patient. He was amazing training throughout the course of the season, and once he got his chance, he took it with both hands, and I think that's been the case with all the centre-backs that have partnered Virg so far this season. In all three of them have really took the chance and been world-class every time they've come in. You see it every day in training with all four of them, especially that the world-class, they apply themselves, and it's no surprise to us that when they are given that chance that they perform like they do day in, day out.
And you're on this amazing run as a team, we're way ahead in the Premier League, switching the focus back to the Champions League. You know, those memories of last June, do they fuel you in terms of motivation to retain that crown? Yeah, I'd say we obviously want to achieve as much as possible, and then feelings are hard to come by. So we want to make the most of it while we can. So for us, it's about obviously trying to do the things that we've done last June. But in terms of changing the focus, nothing's really changed for us, because we go into every game with the same mentality of that we respect the opponents as much as we can, and we understand that we're a really good side, and that if our mentality is right and our commitment's right in the game, then we have a chance, whether that be in any competition that we take part in. We're confident going into the game.
Okay, just pass it backwards to David. Thank you.
Trent Atletico under Diego Simeone, obviously renowned for not conceding many goals. Would you feel Liverpool as a team are better at facing that sort of challenge, these deeper defences these days than maybe a couple of seasons ago, where you maybe find it hard to break those sort of teams down?
Yeah, I think we've adapted as a team over the last 2 years, especially that many different teams that were coming up against, different tactics, we're able to counter it and adapt during the game and at half time and things like that. We came against a similar formation that we're going to face tomorrow on Saturday in Norwich, and yeah, we understand what we're gonna face. It'll be very difficult, but we're going into it with a game plan. We know what we need to do, and hopefully we'll come away with a result that puts us in a good position going back to Anfield.
Okay, could you bring the microphone to John, BBC here?
Hi, Trent. When you talk about not changing the mindset, is that something that you've all learned from the experience of doing so well in this competition? Because it would be natural to think that when you go into the knockout stage of the Champions League that you need perhaps to do something slightly different.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think just experiences all round in terms of league, coming close last season, obviously doing well again this year, the Champions League last year and the year before. We're learning as a team from our experiences, and that's the sign of a good side, really, is to be making the mistakes that we make and learn from them, and to obviously motivate us to get better. So I think for us it's about evolving as a team as much as possible and learning how to win games, which is the idea going into every game.
Do you think you've got a little bit of a psychological edge because of what this team has achieved so far?
I wouldn't say we have a psychological edge. I'd say we're confident in and we believe in our own ability. We believe in ourselves as individuals and as a team. So we go into it confident, whether that's an edge or not. That's our mentality. It won't change for any team we come up against, because that's the messages that the manager instilled in us over the course of his time here, and we bought into that. So yeah, for us, it's just about doing the things that we know and what we're good at.
Okay, if we can just get a microphone to Dom there.
Trent, when it gets to this stage of the competition, teams come alive, and you've won every knockout game for the last 2 seasons since the manager's been here. Is there almost a fear inside the players' minds that's driving you on, that you don't want to miss out? You don't want to miss out on the big occasions, and that's what sort of spurs you on, that sort of fear of missing the big nights?
Yeah, I think the best players in the world want to get to these stages. They want to get to finals. They want to be winning trophies, and obviously and so do the best teams. So if we want to be known as one of the best teams in the world, or be competing as one of the best teams in the world, then we have to be getting to them type of latter stages, and we believe we can do it. We know that there's tough games that come our way. We've seen over the last 2 years, but we've managed to overcome a lot of hurdles, different types of games, different advantages, disadvantages, and we know that we're capable of doing that. So the experiences that we've got from the last 2 seasons, especially in the Champions League, have really educated us on how to get far in these competitions. That's not obviously saying that just because we've been to 2 finals in a row, we're going to get there again this year, because it's difficult, it's knockout football, and things can happen. But in terms of the things that we've learned, we understand what it takes, and we know that not being at 100%, you will get punished for that, and we know that we have to be at 100% all the time.
Okay. If we can just go to the front row. Thank you.
Trent, Alisson showed his abilities again on Saturday. Can you just explain, as a defender, what it's like to have him behind you?
Yeah, I think a lot of people have run out of words for him. A lot of players in our team at the minute, but yeah, unbelievable feeling to have him behind you. You know, you've got a lot of confidence in your goalkeeper, and it's something that you can't really overlook, and you can't really take for granted is having that feeling that comes behind you. So yeah, world-class goalkeeper. Yeah, probably the best in the world, and I think we're really grateful to have him in our side. He helps us out, and yeah, from
the time he's been injured to coming back and keeping so many clean sheets. He showed game in, game out that he can make the hard saves look easy.